Good evening and welcome to Riga in Latvia. It's game day 6 of the Basketball Champions League. And this between VEF Riga and Iberostar Tenerife. The hosts are struggling at the moment at the start of this season. They've had a slow start. They're 1-4. This is their 4th home game in a row in the Basketball Champions League tonight. So hopefully they'll be able to capitalise on hope-called advantage against a very strong Iberostar Tenerife team. Here's the Group C game schedule. Riga, Tenerife, Gaziantep, Nizhny Novgorod, Nymburk versus Monobar, and Bamberg versus Peristeri Windmasters. Herbalife Tenerife, the winners of the inaugural Basketball Champions League season in 2017 and last season's runners-up, are unbeaten and sit at the top of Group C, which is exactly where they want to be. Top 4 from the 4 regular season groups. 8 teams in each group, making up 32 regular season teams. Will go through to the round of 16 knockout. And here is the Group C standings. Iberostar Tenerife at the top. Nymburk just in behind. That's their only loss. Nymburk is to Tenerife. Novgorod, Peristeri, then Bamberg, Gaziantep. VEF Riga in 7th, desperately in need of a win. They did win at the weekends against Ventspils. Tenerife actually lost against Joventut by 4, so they'll be wanting to put things right tonight here in Latvia. Here's the Tenerife lineup. The leaders on this team: Marcelinas Hertas, Sasu Salin, Danny Diaz, Georgi Shermandini, leading scorer, leading rebounder, the Georgian Gigante. And look out also for Lahu Karnate from France. And there's a very special young player just in your shot just for a short moment, and that's Artus Kurits, 19 years old, Latvian international. Yanis Blooms, the captain, had a quiet game last week. Kurits, just 9 points in the game. He had 9 points at the half. He was scoreless in the second half. Lester Medford, Christian Kraina, top rebounder. Medford, top scorer and top assist for this team. Need big games from him. Xavier Thames, who's just joined them recently. VEF Riga, they desperately need a big game from him. So Tenerife will get introduced first.
Welcome to Basketball Champions League game between Iberostar Tenerife and VEF Riga. Jūsu uzmanībai, for your attention, Iberostar Tenerife. Number 1, Gabriel Lundberg.
Gabriel Lundberg, 6 points, 2 assists last week. Just 5 points last week. Hertas, 20 points, 10 assists, double-double last week. Sasu Salin finishing international. He'll be going up against his fellow Finn, Alexander Madsen, on the other side. Salin, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Daniel Diaz, 7 points last week. Georgi Shermandini, 13 points, 6 rebounds.
Head coach, Jesus Vidoreta, assistant coach, Marco Justo, and Nacho Yanez.
And now, VEF Riga need a massive performance from their team tonight, and they need a big help from the team here in the Riga Arena, as we're just about to get introduced to VEF Riga. Stumbris, Lester Medford, 17 points last week, 6 assists in the loss. Christine Kraina, 9 points, 9 rebounds. Xavier Thames, 9 points in 28 minutes, 5 rebounds. Needed something bigger from him tonight. Alex Madsen, just 2 points last week in 25 minutes, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers. He needs something much, much better tonight. Kristaps Medis did not play last week. averaging 3.7 points a game. And there's Giannis Blooms did not play last week. It's going to be massive for him. He's their third leading scorer. He's got to have a big game tonight, Giannis Blooms. And Artis Kurits, 9 points, 4 of 12 from the field. Big first half. They closed him down, Dibros Bamberg, in the second half. All smiles pre-game. These guys will know each other well. And we're looking forward to a massive game here in Latvia. Basketball Champions League action Tuesday and Wednesday night live, basketball.tv. Only place you can see the games live. We say VEF Riga are going to have to slow down this just super efficient team from Tenerife. You look at their points, rebounds and assists compared with all the other teams, they're not. They're just mid-range, Tenerife, but they do a lot of things very well. They have a real togetherness and they have a leader, or leaders, in Marcelinas Hertas now, Georgi Shermandini as well, and Sasu Salin, a top player, Finnish international at 28 years old. Lahu Kanalte as well, come across from Nanterre, 92, so he has Basketball Champions League experience and French international as well. Here's the referees: Georgios Porsanidis, Nicolas Maestra, Zdravko Rutasic from Greece, France and Montenegro. As the referees call 3 minutes. 3 minutes from action. 3 minutes from big moments for this VEF Riga team. They're right at the bottom of the table and they've got to deal with this starting five: Hertas, Salin, Diaz, Shermandini and Kanalte, all internationals, all top level players and all featuring in the top of the standings for their team. And there's the coach, Coach Vidoretta. Second spell at Tenerife. He was here when they won the Basketball Champions League. Was coached with Valencia last season and has come back now to coach Tenerife again. And they are at the top of their group. They will be wanting to burst through this group and qualify as winners. Here's the VEF Riga starting lineup: Medford, Kraina, Madsen, Medis and Kurits. Artis Kurits, 19-year-old Latvian junior international, will no doubt be suiting up for the senior team very soon. And Janis Galitas, 34-year-old Latvian. He's been with VEF Riga from 2013 till now. Very emotional, as we saw last week. So passionate about this club. Let's listen into him. Tenerife coming off a loss against Jovientat. At the weekend, they'd be wanting to really come back strong. Hertas, 13 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds in that game. Shermandini, 20 points. And Sasu Salin, 15. Gabriel Lugberg, 8 in their ACB game at the weekend, losing 77-73 to Juventus. So VEF Riga beating Ventspils, another Basketball Champions League team. That will give them some confidence, hopefully. It's their 4th game at home. And Mr. Medford started to show signs last week that he can really take over a game. He's their leading points, the leading assists. Reina is their leading rebounder, and Kurits, second leading scorer, and second in assists, and second in efficiency. And there they are, half court, Madsen and Salin, Finnish teammates. But for the next 40 minutes or so, in direct opposition in Group C of the Basketball Champions League. Sit down, relax, My name's Graham Hiscott. I'm happy to bring you Basketball Champions League action. VEF Riga in white and Tenerife in their yellow and black uniforms. Loose ball at half court. Still loose, and Tenerife come away with the ball. Shermandini, at 7'1", reaches down to get the ball. Hertas. Diaz inside to Shermandini and a quick foul. Grainer, he's going to have all he can handle tonight.
First personal foul.
Canate gets the ball into Shermandini. Diaz, catch and shoot is just off for Salin. And VEF Riga have a chance to open the scoring here at the Riga Arena. And a good look, but just too much pace on the pass for Madsen to collect and dunk. So Tenerife have a next chance. Shermandini to Canate. Salin. Canate, quick pass. Diaz, Canate. Canate, clock running down, and there's a foul. Good patience from Tenerife. They moved it from right to left. Back to Canate, who attacked off the dribble and gets Medford his first foul.
First personal foul.
He misses that as well. Pro A best defender last season was Canate, as Medis goes all the way to the hoop, takes Salin on and scores. Look at this, turns the corner, eases Salin off with his off arm, nothing called. Salin looking at the ref very quizzically, but Medis with a chance for a three-point play, which he does. Kind roll off the front of the rim, and they stay up on the pressure defense to Riga. They've got to be on the front foot early. They've got to take the game to Tenerife. Don't let them settle into a rhythm. Hertas. Leader in assists, 10 assists last week. Back to Hertas. Inside, and nice finish. Yogi Shermandini. Kurtz, can he have a good game for 40 minutes tonight? Medford dribbles once all the way round, hands off, and it's good for three. Madsen in the corner. Really nice play by Riga. They're playing with good pace here. Can they defend well enough to stop this Tenerife offensive assault? The league leaders in Group C, Tenerife, nearly threw it away there. Back to Hertas, clock running down. Hertas going to have to put it up. Long two is off. Shermandini at 7'1", just steps through. No good. And here comes Medford, exciting player. For VEF Riga, Kurtz, floater is no good. Going left. Tenerife just doing enough. Wide open for three is good for Christas Medis. Good start for Christas Medis. 3.7 points a game, and he's already above that average. But that's what VEF Riga are going to need. They're going to need some heroes. They're going to need some role players to really step up big time. And Shermandini putting the ball on the floor, not what he needs to do, but then VEF Riga nearly throw it away. Into the corner, wide open three. No good on that occasion. 9-3, Riga lead just the start they needed. Hurtas hangs in the air, no good, ball's loose. Medis with the rebound. Medford from the top. Medford wrap around, no good. Good rebound though. Kick back out and it's good for three. Great rebound by Kraina. He's the leading rebounder on this team and he kicked it straight to the hot hand. 12-3 VEF Riga. Medis absolutely on point at the moment for VEF Riga. Pull up mid-range 2 is good. First time they've become disconnected from Salin and he makes them pay. Kurtz, Kraina over the top of Tenerife defense and a great job. Good touch off the glass. Hurtas inside, wonderful pass and finish by Georgi Shermandini. Medford kicks wide open, no good this time for Medis. He's made a good start. And they've got twice as many points as last week. They only scored 7 points in the first quarter, did VEF Riga last week against Bros Bamberg. Tenerife are on that point at the moment. We're over halfway through the first half. Hurtas hangs in the air, no good. That's them with the outlet, nearly stolen by Canate. It stayed up. There's some highlights. They just kept feeding Medis. Split stance on the shot. Just catch and shoot set shot almost. Just a touch of elevation. And I think the team have decided we're not going through what we went through last week, especially in the first quarter. We're going to come out firing and try and build on the victory against Ventspils at the weekend in the Latvian Estonian League. Roberts Freemanus is in the game. Medford kick back out, shots up. Thames is good. Xavier Thames, good signs all round for VEF Riga. They lead by 10. Kurutz playing D on Hurtas. Kurutz just at the start of his career. Hurtas, triple Spanish league champion as he sits down with Salin. And numerous medals representing Brazil at the national team level for Hurtas. So great for Kurutz to play against someone of that experience. Canate. Lundberg inside. Outside Canate, good ball movement, shots up for 3, no good, but long rebound. It's grabbed by Lundberg. 24-year-old Danish player penetrates, and good strength. Straight into Madston, but it didn't make any difference. They're staying up. Medford, shots up from behind the arc is good. The 3, Roberts Freemanus knocking down the 3. It's his first 3-point shot and makes it count for his team. Shermandini spins baseline, and it takes 2 defenders to try and stop him. It's Roberts Freemanus. Freemanus' brother Roland's also a Latvian international. And there's coach. Coach Sfiroretta. He's slightly nervous about this start Tenerife have made, or have been allowed to make, as Alex Suarez comes in for Tenerife. Shermandini just pouring in the points. Gaelitis must be much happier than this point last week when Bruce Bamberg were in complete control. Some full court pressure by Tenerife. Jimenez to Medford. Just got to keep the ball moving. They got a bit static last week. I did the game here in Latvia. Nice pass inside, but not being able to be handled by Madsen. Good look though. Alex Lopez gets it back from Suarez. Lopez throws it up and they just can't get it to go. Darian Atkinson's just couldn't make that alley-oop. Medford, nice bounce pass, but they're just holding them at bay, Tenerife. Kuruc brings it out, shots for three is way off. And he commits the foul as well. Just a foul by Kuruc, he's reached in. There's a lot of arm. He's had to leave the game with two fouls. This is one way they can get back in the game. It's from the free throw line. Kristat Medis first to the rebound, looking sharp still. Leicester Medford, Thames. Into the Kraina. Backing down Suarez. Back to Thames, and that's really good. 14 points and 2 assists against Ventspils in the weekend. He's carrying on his good play, Xavier Thames. A little bit of hesitation, dribble, ball's loose. Here comes Medford. Inside, outside dribble, and he's fouled. Alex Lopez. First personal foul. Iberostar Tenerife comandante della comanda PSV. Third team foul. Medford. Into Kraina. Now back to Medford, who scores and will go to the line. Great pass. Just reducing the dribbles as they cut through the Tenerife defense. Great one-handed bounce pass on the back cut. That's such a destructive cut by the offensive player, and perfectly executed pass by VEF Riga's leading rebounder, and showing that he can share the ball as well. Medford knocks it down. Nothing but net. This is a big story unfolding here in Riga. Medford gets a blow. Less than a minute remaining in the first. VEF Riga by 15. But things can change very quickly against Tenerife. Lopez. Santi Justa. Kick out, shots up, is off by Suarez. Saved, but saved to Medis. Playing well as a team at the moment. Thames, they're looking for each other. Shots up. Really gathered by Jimenez. Lopez. There's 1 second differential between game and shot clock. They're going to want to take this right down to the last second if they can. Penetrate, kick for 3 at the end of the quarter is good for Alex Lopez. Perfectly executed offense by Tenerife right at the end of the first quarter. It's VEF Riga 26, Iberostar Tenerife 14. Some of the game statistics. 3-point range, 6 of 10, VEF Riga, 60%. Vast improvement from last week, all round for the Latvian team. I hope you're enjoying the action. While we've got the break and we're enjoying the highlights, I do recommend that you download the Basketball Champions League app. All the information you'd need about all the teams, all the players, all the storylines, some great articles, some technical ones from the coaches, some fun stuff, power rankings, Igor Kurasic, and you get all the press conferences as well. So I do recommend you download it. It's quick, it's free, and it's a great tool to have if you want to keep up to date at all times with the Basketball Champions League. We've got a great game going on here. Tenerife are going to have to really come out in this second quarter and put the pressure on VEF Riga. Tenerife and Coach Fioretta. Of course, he was the coach when they won the Basketball Champions League, and he was the coach last year when they reached the Final Four, losing in the final. And with Valencia and the Spain assistant coach in between times, and he's really going to want Tenerife to react positively here as they start the second quarter. And they're 12 down, but that was a big three by Suarez at the end, Lopez at the end of the first quarter for Tenerife. Lundberg, spin dribble into the middle, still, he's guarded well, and they get the rebound, and it's Kraina yet again. Big game for him last week, just missing out on a double-double in the Basketball Champions League fixture versus Roos Bamberg. Thames, quick pass inside, Kraina, what can he muster up at the post? Creates space, just can't finish with the jump hook with the left hand. A wonderful pass inside. And Derek Atkins just thrown up, and he catches it. And Kraina got the foul. He just lost sight of his player, got spun round. Atkins, former Unit Halon player. Basketball Champions League action. Experience for Darren Atkins. Now, big moments here for Victor Ilic. He's not having a lot of output at all in the Latvian Estonian League at the moment, or in the Basketball Champions League. He needs a big game tonight. 7-foot centre gives them size. And they have a real positive impact. He's very active with screens. Thames hesitates. They kick one more, and they end up with Jump shot that goes short, and Tenerife really put the pressure on there. It was down to Kristat Medis, who'd made a couple to finish that, and didn't reach the basket. So Tenerife already stepping up the ante, just 9 points behind. Just up.
First personal foul. Substitution za nemanje VEF Riga komanda. Odmah number 2 desmin Alex Madsen. Number 4 desmin Septini.
Ari Manis comes out and Alexander Madsen comes in, finished international. Previously Gran Canaria. Nice high screen. Kick out to the wide open shooter who knocks it down. Alex Suarez. That's beautiful basketball from Tenerife. Complete misdirection play. Pick and roll was good. Canate rolled to the hoop, which dragged the defense with him as he was a danger close to the hoop. Suarez left wide open. It's timeout, VEF Riga. Big moments now for coach Giannis Gaelitis. Let's listen in. Just seeing some highlights here from Tenerife. That was a nice job by Darren Atkins, 27-year-old American coming in, and that was a wonderful play. I wonder if they would look at that in coach's corner, that play, because that was real nice. Pick and roll diversion and the uplift and the wraparound pass back to Suarez. Now, Raina, jump hook, right hand just off. And rebound by Suarez. They've got good size Tenerife inside and outside. And just play pure team basketball. Lopez penetrate all the way to the basket, but they can't get the ball to roll. And here comes VEF Riga. Thames, crossover behind the back. Raina had the jump shot. He's going to try and take Atkins inside, and finally Christian Kraina knocks down the left-hand jump hook. The quicker he can make the move, I think the better for him, and he's in better rhythm. Handoff, Lopez. Lundberg screens there, uses, just pulls back. Open shot is no good, but Thames, great effort to get that rebound. That's exactly what VEF Riga need to do tonight. They've got to make extra effort to compete with this Tenerife team. Kurtz, Artus Kurtz, he almost loses the ball. Nice pass, Kraina attacks. Kraina, left hand again, running left hand hook. That was tough. He had no backboard to aim at. Showing the full arsenal. The former Mount St Mary college graduate, as Tenerife just missed a long-range shot. And VEF Riga, 10-point lead at the moment. They're in 7th place in this 8-team group. Tenerife at the top. Back inside, Kraina, double team this time. Back into Kraina. He just can't get it to finish. Good effort by Tenerife. They get to the loose ball first. And Thames and Medford are back. They've just got to compete. Keep their heads up.
stwierdzenia teamową personalnego piercing. First personal foul.
Roots just couldn't get to that one, and Lundberg draws the foul from Xavier Thames. Lundberg at the line. Joined Tenerife this year, former Ram Racer player. And Copenhagen Wolfpack is where he started his professional career. Danish player. So Kurtz. Medford. They've got to keep the ball moving. They can't just go one-on-one. Extra passes, get some open shooters, open cutters. Kurtz for three is good, right at the buzzer. And he gets his first score of the game, and he'll be relieved to see that go through. That was a much better arc. Pulled up in control, and he knocks down a massive three. Inside, a nice finish by Darian Atkins. Can't let him get that low. 2 meters 3, American. Medford, high screen, Kraina. And there's a sloppy pass. And a nice left-hand finish by Santi Justa. Got to take care of the ball. Justa just bursting through the passing lane there. Kurtz. Reverse dribble, inside, and again telegraphed, and Kraina couldn't keep Atkins off his back. Lopez wrap around pass all the way across the other side of the court. Big rebound. Atkins, they keep the ball moving. And when they really start fizzing the ball, it's tough to keep up with them. Shot short, but they get another offensive rebound. Shots up for three, another miss, and another rebound. But this time, VEF Riga get away with the defensive rebound. Tenerife with so many good looks there. They couldn't get one to go down. Nice steal and anticipation by Santi Justa. And a basic left-hand layup. This meant the defense could not get near to the ball. Matus Kurtz is being told in no uncertain terms by Coach Gaelitis, take care of the ball. Madsen looking for a handoff for Medford. Open J is good. Leicester Medford, leading scorer, leading assists. He just needs an opening, which is what he got there, and he knocked it down. Hertas back in the game. 36-year-old Italian-Brazilian. Nice job. Oh, wow! Exploded to the hoop. The 22-year-old Spanish player, Santi Justa, tried to throw it down over the top of Freemaness. That would have been Player of the Week. A poster that Roberts Freemaness would not have wanted to be in. Santi Justa, former Real Madrid player. ACB champion with them and EuroLeague champion, and with the joined Tenerife this season. He's 22 years old. He's played for the national teams, under 16s right through to under 20s. So a great pickup for Tenerife. Young Spanish star, Madsen. Talking of young Spanish stars, there's a young Finnish star. Oh, nice play. Can Madsen finish? He can't, but Freemaness gets the rebound. They can't finish again, and they got so much size there. Tenerife, big rebound. Brought away. Shermandini is back in. Good catch and finish, and perfect angle on the pass. And Diaz comes straight across and says thanks to the passer. Perfect chemistry. Timeout, VEF Riga. They've got to keep the momentum to a minimum for their opponents. I knew it was going to be tough. This Basketball Champions League, you've got the best of Europe competing in this tournament. And of course, the teams from Israel as well, Jerusalem and Unit Holland.
Look by yourself. Show that you want to pass the ball, yeah, with all your body.
In line possession. And pressure is up the floor by Tenerife. Hurtas versus Medford. Two top guards going at it. Medford all the way, but good help defense from Shermandini, helping out Hurtas there, big time. Good D, good effort by Medford, good active hands. Medford, former Macedonian champion with MZT Skopje. Salin back in the game, well rested, and it looks it as well. Penetrate kick, Shermandini, not boxed out, back outside, Hurtas just short. Shermandini again, they need to box him out. Galitas is saying that to his team. In fact, that was Diaz. Apologies. Diaz getting in there. Danny Diaz, Spanish international, misses the free throw. Won gold at under 18s and under 16s for Spain. National team player as well. And the push shot, VEF Riga just can't get the shots to go. Kraina just missing out there. Christas Medis had such a good start to this game. Set the ball rolling for VEF Riga to get a good lead. The lead was up to 15 at one point. Now it's down to 4.
Third personal foul.
Nine points in this quarter so far for VEF Riga. Free throws missing again. Ten of 15 from the line at Tenerife. Just over a minute remaining in the second quarter. Low pass Christas Medis, and they just can't get the ball to go. Tenerife are just slowly but surely taking control of this game. They're just 3 down. They can tie the game with a 3. Hertas looking for that pass, and they're going to call a foot violation. Unfortunate for VEF Riga. Good effort by Medford. Kurtz and Freimanis coming in for Krajina. 28-year-old Croatian. So Thames has the job of trying to control Sasu Salin. The Finland team, Salin, along with Madsen, who just missed out on going to China for the World Cup finals, losing to Russia in the winner-takes-all game in Russia. They were leading at half-time, and Russia came back and took the game and broke the Finnish hearts. But they will come again. They've got some very good young players. Diaz all the way, what a block! Big time block. Not in this house, I think that was Madsen. And 2 is good. Wow, acrobatic, athletic shot, and it all came off the block. I think it was Madsen or Freimanis were right there, and there goes Thames, and he needs to make shots like that. Him and Medford have to do something extra to supplement and complement the role players on this VEF Riga team. They've just got to go off tonight, and everybody else will follow suit. Christas Medis led the way early. Now other players with Tenerife putting the pressure on need to step up. Thames with 9 points. Hertas catch and shoot in the corner is off. Ball's loose. It bounced, and Medford has it. Still Medford. Still Medford. Still Medford. All the way. Defensive rebound, coast to coast, and VEF Riga have come out with extra vim and vigour and exuberance, trying to see off Tenerife. Wrap-around pass, wide open shot is just off for Justa, and the crowd are screaming. Thames can't get the shot off. The screams of the crowd, they're loving this here at the Riga Arena, and what a finish to the first half for VEF Riga. Half-time, VEF Riga 40, Iberostar Tenerife 32. Here's the game statistics. 2 points, 47% for Tenerife, 42 for VEF Riga, 15% from 3. They're really struggling there. And just 10 or 15 from the free throw line for Tenerife. 20 rebounds, similar, assists the same, steals the same. And top scorers, Medis 9 points, that was all early. Excellent start for him. Thames 9, Medford 7, Shermandini 6, Atkins 5, and Justa 4 for Iberostar Tenerife. We are set up perfectly here. The team in 7th in Group C is leading by 8 against the team that are currently sitting atop of the group, and Tenerife are going to have to think very carefully how they're going to come out and attack this VEF Riga team. They're like a wounded animal. They had a tough loss last week, and they played much better this week, and they're going to have to keep that level up to deal with the highly skilled team that is Iberostar Tenerife. I will leave you with the highlights. If you haven't already done so, download the Basketball Champions League app. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here in Riga, Latvia on livebasketball.tv. Enjoy the highlights, then the plays of the week will be shown for you. I'll be back after that. See you shortly.
Mums vajadzētu apdāvināt Edgaru ar VEF Riga pilsvalviņu un aprosīt lūdzu. Edgars, paliec uz vārds. Nākamais konkursā. Kā tev sauc?
Omārs.
Omārs. Omār, lūdzu, puši. Bumbu. Omārs ir gatavs. Mēs iet, Omār. Lejams, ļoti labi. Skatītāji atbalstam Omāru. Sodīt. Ui, visi piedrūk. Tālāk. Dāmas kārta vai teikļu. Arī dāmas kārta. 3 punkti! Omārs mājās aiznes pro basketbolu dāmas kārti. Un nu, ko meties no centra vēl? Tur var pielikt klāt dāmas kārtē vēl keponu. Un 2 caurumē. Gods ideāli. Nu, ko cerams, ka tev grāfiks palīdzēs. Skatītāji atbalstām. Stāds no protams apakš. Ļoti labi, pārliecinoši, tālāk zeķītis. Latvijas patriotiskajā nedēļā. VEF Riga zeķītis. Aiziet līdz 2 no 2, 100% rezultātā. No 3 punktiem. Dāvanā VEF Riga teikļu. Nē, Krekliņš nebūs. No centri jāieliek. Skatītāji atbalstām. Ļoti labi. Apsveicam, ko pēdējais. Ko Andri jāsauc, viss pārējais, kas ir vēlēs pārējais. Nu, sāc, varbūt dāmas. Nu, gandrīz. Sodīši. Māris koncentrējās. Ļoti labi. Nu, varbūt palaidīt no labās vāna. Varbūt tās tā turēmas būs labāks. Tur 2 tēgrati. Ļoti labi. Nu, labi, nu. Nu, beidzot, kādam ir jāsvār tajā parlamentu no manis. Bolētās kaut jau 12 palikuši. Un meties no centra.
Trying to find a way through, and he does brilliantly. Couple of hesitations, and he finally got the space, and he finished left-handed. 9 points for Lewis.
Little Poverty. He just said go to the basket. Here we go. And he gets rejected. And the ball batted out of bounds. It's going to be, look at this, Mr. McAdoo.
5-second difference between shot and game clocks here. Alley-oop, slam dunk. Down big by Tony Roten. More points in the paint.
Comes off one screen now. What a pass. Oh, baby. What a throwdown. And it's that big fella. And it's number 21, Kamari Murphy. Just caught it off the pick and roll. What a pass by Trevay Simpson. And now the alley-oop. Oh, how about that from half court? And it's Bolster that throws it down. Another assist for Klein. Points the difference. No look pass. Oh, and the dunk. Radovich with the dunk. Every time they attack the basket, they want to rip the ring down. Another alley. Oh, no way! He did it again! Terry is the flying man out there. He wants to rip it all down. I can't believe what we're seeing right now.
Thompson rolling to the ring. Here he is now. Spins, goes along the baseline, throws it down. Well, he had the #1 play last week, and that might be in the top 10 once again. Siobhan Thompson, the reverse over Mustafa Fowl. Huertas. Oh, they find Salim wide open. The flare is good. What execution from Tenerife. Big time shot from Sasu Salim.
Extra pass, Saros puts it on the floor, goes strong, oh! Put an exclamation mark under that performance. But watch this, highlight time. Saros has been unbelievably good.
Welcome back. The players are back out, and there's the Tenerife game leaders. Shermandini 6 points, Diaz 7 rebounds, and Huertas 3 assists. Just coming into this game, Shermandini is the top in points and second in rebounds. Diaz, their leading rebounder, leading the way today. Huertas at 7.6 assists a game. Quite extraordinary. 10 assists last week, and filled up the stat sheet in the Basketball Champions League, and filled up the stat sheet again at the weekend against Joventut. And there is Giorgi Shermandini, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 of 3. 2-point range. Such a target man inside for Tenerife, the Georgian Gigante. As for VEF Riga, they have really put on a performance tonight compared with last week, where they only had 7 points in the first quarter and really struggled all game. Here's their game leaders. Medis came out firing for them early, 9 points. Kraina 5 rebounds, that's their leading rebounder. And Kraina 3 assists. Really like the assist, the bounce pass one-handed on the back cut by Medford. That was a nice play, and they need more like that. They need to be connected. They can't just end up having the ball with Medford and attempts with the shot clock running down, and they have to make something happen. And that's what happened last week. Ross Bamberg forced them to do that, and that, in the end, they ran out of options. If they can keep sharing the ball, keep moving off the ball, they may be able to spring a big surprise here in Riga, Latvia. There's Kristaps Medis. Well done to him. 9 points, 3 rebounds. He's averaging 3.7 points a game up until this game. 0.3 rebounds and 0.7 assists coming in to tonight's game. 30-year-old Latvian, 188 guard. So he's nice for VEF Riga if he can find some shooting touch early in this third quarter as well to give VEF Riga the same start they had in the third quarter as they had in the first quarter. But as for Tenerife, they're very experienced. They were the inaugural Basketball Champions League champions. They got to the Final Four last year as well. And of course they have their coach from the Basketball Champions League success. Coach Federetta back at the helm after his time with Valencia. Let's listen in to Coach Federetta. Coach Federetta was the Spanish League's best coach in 2017 when he won Basketball Champions League. And he got promotion from the second division and the third division, and way back to the early 2000s. That being with Bilbao Basket. Last thing Coach Gaelitis said, pass the ball, pass the ball. You can keep doing that, moving off the ball, make sharp decisions, and take care of the basketball. Four turnovers at the moment to Tenerife's 3. We're underway. If you've just joined us, we're in Riga, Latvia. It's Basketball Champions League Tuesday, game day 6. VEF Riga in white and Tenerife in black and yellow, and Medford gets things underway for VEF Riga with a beautiful three-point play. He did it all himself and was allowed to. And he's up to 10 points, leading scorer and leading assist man for VEF Riga this season so far. And there's Georgi Shermandini. Can't get the 3 to go, but the running hook to go. The 3 misses also. Kurtz. Looking inside to the cutter, but no good. Madston tried to get close to the hoop. Hurtas. Kraina just stunting at the ball. Doesn't want to get taken off the dribble. He does now. Attacks the closeout. But Hurtas misses everything. Did the hard part almost, but the help came. Did enough. Medis misses everything, but good offensive rebound. Alex Madston. Medis trying to carry on as he started the game with some quick threes. Just lost his range for the moment, but Madston very alert right there. 14 points in the paint each. Shot short by Salin off the dribble, and VEF Riga are attacking, and there goes Medford. Decides not to score himself. And Kurtz couldn't make the long-range effort, but another offensive rebound. This time wide open. Misses again. Kraina. Tenerife have just lost their intensity for a moment. Kraina up and falls down, but gets the ball out again. Kurtz throws it up, and there's a whistle. That was a interesting phase of play as Kraina fell to the floor, but managed to get the ball back and Kuruc did the same and was fouled by Lahu Kanate.
Second personal foul.
Kuruc, 19 years old, Latvian junior international, silver medal at the under-18 Euros, averaging 12.2 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 42.9% from three, but just made the one tonight. He's knocked both those free throws down. Much hope for this young Latvian superstar. 5 points to Kuruc. Over to a finish, to Hertas, a Brazilian, former Brazilian international, 36 years old. All ages and all nationalities are represented in the Basketball Champions League and European tournament, spreading across so many countries. 15 countries are represented in the regular season. National champions, cup champions, Basketball Champions League first-timers in VEF Riga, and teams that have been here for all of the 3 previous seasons, like Iberostar Tenerife. And that's a crazy shot with the defense all over Kuruc. He had to throw it up. That's what he needs to learn. When that help comes, just very athletic. When that help comes, he's got to try and kick it out. Have a plan B. Once he gets that plan B and gets almost slow things down in his mind, what he's going to do, he's going to be even more effective. But he's having a wonderful first season in the Basketball Champions League. A 19-year-old Latvian. So Tenerife, 15 down. Hertas falls up, is short, and good rebound by Madsen. He's getting really physical, and Tenerife try to grab the ball off him, and tempers are getting frayed and frustration. Georgi Shermandini has got issues now with Christian Kraina. They're not going to allow that, and Kanate comes straight in between them, because that will be technical, and if it escalates to anything further, possibility of ejection from the game. So well done to Lahu Kanate. Archelinas Hertas comes out, and there's a free throw to be shot by Kuruc. He's just easing himself into the game now, the young man. Just to remind you, Tenerife have not lost this season. Won all 5 of their games. They're 5-0. VEF Riga are 1-4. But it's VEF Riga's 4th home game in this competition already this season. So they have some tough road trips ahead, so they've got to make the most of home court advantage. Madsen, wow, Madsen goes right and finishes to the left-hand side of the defender. Let's check this out. He just Euro steps, almost freezes the defense, gets Diaz off him and scores with the right hand. Good hands on defense there by Medford. Screen by Atkins, shots up and off, and Madsen is having a massive night on the balls, really supporting Christian Kraina well. The Finn and the Croat are working well together for the Latvian team. Madsen, and just as soon as I say they're working well together, they have a miscommunication on the offensive end. 18-point lead, VEF Riga. This is an extremely good performance at the moment. Long way to go. Iberostar Tenerife are too good to not come back. make a real push to get back in this game, and quick. Alex Suarez. Ball's knocked loose. Just a little bit of hesitation on the dribble there. Salin trying to get free with a screen, goes all the way, wraps it round to Atkins for the slam. Beautiful play by Sasu Salin. Took two defenders with him, and Madsen had come off Atkins, and Atkins made him pay with the slam. Up to 7 points now, Darren Atkins, the former Unit Holland player. Pressure defense up with the following that slam. Medford saying go away, shot clock's running down. Still Medford, almost falls. And the ball is loose, as he did lose balance on the attack to the hoop. And Tenerife step up the defensive intensity. Alex Lopez crossing over. Traina steps out inside, and Atkins turns, but he's got good position on Thames there, who fouled him as soon as he caught the ball.
Second personal foul. Substitution za temaniem Iberostar Tenerife komanda. Ogłana Korean Gabriel Goldberg.
I got 99 pounds with a bitch ain't one.
Makes the seconds. Atkins, former Holland and Strasbourg player. Madsen, quick handoff. They need quick passes, quick movement now, do VEF Riga, because the defensive pressure is stepping up from Iberostar Tenerife. Again, the shot clock's running down. They're relying on something big from Medford, who delivers right on cue. Leicester Medford, wonderful individual play. Perfect cut, beautiful, if you like, banana cut, just arcing through the defense. And Santi Justa, you can already see that he's a talented young player. Age group Spanish international. Thames pulls up, long two is short. Alex Lopez, high screen from Atkins, not used. He's still outside. Across to Justa, and it's fouled by Medford. He had attacked. Justa had attacked the closeout, and Medford grabbed him.
Third personal foul. Substitution za temaniem VEF Riga komanda. Ogłana Korean.
Medis back in, Medford out. Now Kristaps Medis would like to discover his shooting touch when he got the 9 points early for VEF Riga. Gabriel Lundberg nearly losing the ball there. Justa pulls up, long two is good. That is beautiful and smooth. Santi Justa. Thames. Can VEF Riga play with the composure required and the pace required to keep Tenerife at bay on their home floor? Thames goes left, triple teamed and throws it out, and it's just touched by Tenerife hand. Just had nowhere to go. He's dribbled into three players, picked the dribble up. Kuritz, give and go. Just couldn't make the wraparound. And a slightly delayed whistle as Medis with the foul, but good idea by Kuritz, but he just couldn't finish the play. It ended up such a tough move. Maybe he could have gone left hand, and Medis stopping the play at half court. They're going to look at the monitor to make sure it's not an unsportsmanlike. Just hit the crossover at mid-court, and Medis, I think it was overly physical, but they're calling it, saying that it wasn't a basketball play, legitimate basketball play, grabbed the body instead of the ball. So Coach Galitas wanting a further explanation. Missed the free throw. Unsportsmanlike foul has been given against Medis. Justin makes the second. And possession. So, 12-point lead, VEF Riga. Under 3 remaining in the third. Lopez. Justa for 3 behind the back is long, and good rebound by Artus Kuritz. Looking for options, Kuritz inside to Graina. Graina backing down, Atkins goes all the way, but can't finish. Lopez, great pass. It's the shrieks of the crowd here in the Riga Arena. And there's no score there for Tenerife. VEF Riga. Kuritz going left. Not sure where he was going then, but Krainer catches the pass, but no good on the jump hook, and Tenerife come away again. Only scoring 40 points there, averaging just under 80 points per game, so this is very low scoring for both teams. Whistle, and Lundberg with some sort of violation, maybe a carry. So substitution, 3 minutes is in. And Thames on the ball handle. Medford and Thames both in. High screen by Madsen. Medford uses the screen again. He's having to go a long way around. Thames for 3. It's just off. Good rebound. Madsen's really playing big tonight. Attacks the closeout. And finishes with aplomb. That's a wonderful finish. High arcing, not using the backboard, just going straight in, and Atkins commits the foul, and Madsen really playing well for VEF Riga tonight. And completes the three-point play. So we're seeing 5.6 points a game up until tonight. And shot off the glass, no good. Defensive rebound this time, Jimenez. Hand off back to Medford. Goes left, good defense by Justa, but back into the screen again. This time Medford bounce pass, up fake. And 3 minutes, a lot of contact, but no foul called. Here comes Tenerife, ball's loose. Lundberg thinks about the shot, then makes the pass. Lopez, little pass in to Atkins, and that was beautiful. Drew all the defense, just handed the ball across to Atkins for the easy two. Still a 13-point lead, and we're going to get the last possession of the quarter. Medford, he's got some space, he's just missed the shot, and time expires here in Riga, Latvia, at the end of the third. The end of the third quarter, VEF Riga 55, Iberostar Tenerife 42. Some of the stats: 100% from the line, VEF Riga, 7 from 7, but Tenerife 19 times they've been to the line, just made 12 shots. 44% from 3, VEF Riga, 8 of 18. Just a much better performance all round against a very strong team. Bros Bamberg last week, this week Tenerife. Let's listen in to coach. Just seeing some highlights. Nice wraparound pass from Salin to Aaron Atkins. Really is on a knife edge, because we know Tenerife can score very quickly. They've got so much talent. Free throw for shooting hasn't been great tonight for them. Average 70% from the free throw line during the season. Do VEF Riga, and they're 100% tonight. Need to get to the line more times, maybe. That's certainly what Tenerife will be trying to do, to stop the clock, get to the line. Medford, they've just got to not rely on the likes of Medford and Thames. Got to share the ball, share the responsibility. Madsen's tuned in, he's having a good game. Ukraine are doing a solid job yet again. Tenerife with the first possession of the fourth quarter. I was going to say the final quarter, but you never know with the Basketball Champions League. Overtime is a very real possibility. Thames. Kraina. Still Kraina. He's determined. Left-hand hook or left-hand push shot. No good on this occasion. Santi Justa. Offensive foul for Tenerife on on the screen, on the ball screen, and Atkins, slight slump of the shoulders. He's just moved his left hip into Thames as he's tried to get round, and good job by Thames selling that as well. That's Atkins' third foul. See if they can go at him again, VEF Riga, get him into further trouble. And Thames nearly loses the ball, gets it back. Really harrowing and hustling defense by Lundberg.
First personal foul.
Thames is open momentarily. Dribble. Medford still back to Thames. Shot clock running down. Thames off the dribble is just short. Got to try and get into an offensive set earlier in the shot clock if they can, but Tenerife making it tough. Shot off the glass is good. So cool and calm by Hurtas. He's getting so physical with Medford. Bounce pass. Register with the foul, I believe. Coach Vidaretta is getting frustrated here. His team scored only 44 points, and we're in the fourth as Thames comes out. Now to Kurtz, how they could do with him getting hot now. Madsen to the line. 10 points, 9 rebounds tonight for Madsen. And 2 assists, 13 assists they've accumulated. VEF Riga, and he misses the second too. That's first real negative for him tonight. It's on the 3 from the line. Hurtas, guarded by Medis. Wraparound pass to the outside is good for 3. And the first time in a long time, Tenerife are back under 10 points. Deficit against a very plucky VEF Riga team. Kurtz picks his dribble up. And some speculative pass, but he gets it back. Kurtz crossover. Right hand, attempted finish. And he got his own rebound tip. Just couldn't make it pay. Hurtas. Hurtas again, and well read Madsen. Add a steal to his statistics tonight. Madsen. Across to Kraina. A lot rests on their shoulders. The remainder of this game. Medford. Kraina. They need to just be able to get a catch and shoot high off the glass. But Kristaps Medis, that's really great for VEF Riga and him to see that ball go through the hoop. First points since the first quarter. Medis hits the deck. Hurtas, hands backed off by Atkins, who goes into the paint, into the corner. Shots up is good for 3. And Gabriel Lundberg with a big 3. Perfect ball movement, extra pass. And VEF Riga just couldn't get out to close Lundberg down. And a timeout is forced by VEF Riga. They've got to believe they're doing a really good job compared with last week. They had some good spells, but they couldn't compete with Bruce Bamberg, who won comfortably. This is a lot better. Let's listen to coach. Riga average 12 turnovers a game. They've just committed 7 at the moment. Things are better. 16.6 assists a game. VEF Riga, they're on 13 at the minute. So Tenerife on the comeback trial, and Marcelinas Huertas, their lead assist man, shows that he's got great touch off the glass, and when someone needs to be found for a pass or an extra pass, he instigates that. And Lundberg with a beautiful shot. Good defense. Kurutz playing well. Freemanis just can't get it to finish. These are key moments now. Any clear options, and a complete breakdown defensively. And Georgi Shamandini comes off the bench and just gets a score right under the hoop. 5-point lead, the nearest Tenerife have been for a long time in this game. Medford, Artus Kurutz. Madsen dribbles back out. They're letting him take the three if he wants. Shot clock running down. Medford wide open, just can't get it to go. He won't get a better look than that from around the free throw line. Huertas gets the offense working. Shermandini can't save that. Great defense by Madsen. Inside pass is wonderful by Shermandini to his running partner, Danny Diaz. Great pass by the big Georgian, 2.16 m, showing great touch with the pass. Tenerife 24 points in the paint, VEF Riga 20. Madsen, good pass, big shot coming up, and Kurutz delivers. That's a wonderful pass out of the post by Madsen, no look. And Kurutz perfectly positioned to knock down the laser type 3. He's up to 9 points, the same tally he had last week. But he had that by half-time last week and didn't score again in the second half. So good signs that he's making a big shot at a big moment in the fourth quarter. Roberts Freemanis comes out. Just over halfway through the fourth quarter. Hope you're enjoying the action here on Basketball Champions League Tuesday nights. Shot short from Huertas. Shermandini kicks it back out, and the three is good. And another assist from Shermandini to Danny Diaz, this time a three. Diaz up to 8 points, 50% from three. Medford, still Medford. A lot of size he's got to try and shoot over as Shermandini came to help. Thames, extra pass, and the attempted slam by Madsen is thwarted by the Tenerife defense. Just extra passes, wonderful left-handed pass by Kurutz, and Madsen will go to the line. Just 1 of 4 tonight, Madsen. Just 4 of 10 coming into the game, so he's got a lot of work to do on his free throw shooting, and this is hurting his club now. He's done so many good things, but with the clock stopped, which is exactly what Tenerife want as they were behind, Madsen needs to knock down those shots, and he fails to do so there. Good defense, but now they've got to scramble because it's a wide open shot. Opportunity not taken by Diaz. Shermandini able to see over the defense. Another three miss, this time by Salin. Great look by Georgi Shermandini. They can't capitalise Iberostar Tenerife. Madsen, Medford is having to bring it back out. Kurutz, what can he create? Shot clock running down. He has to bring it back out, all the way back out. Really running down. Medford off. And Salim with the rebound. Lundberg to Huertas, who would just slow things down. So Tenerife can get the best look possible, crossover dribble.
Personal foul.
Foul called on VEF Riga. Shermandini kicks back out. Lundberg just short. But they get the offensive rebound. They're just reacting quicker. And VEF Riga. Curtas. Shermandini hands off. Salin all the way out. Diaz on the buzzer, no good. Good defense for 24 seconds there by VEF Riga. Can they get a decent offensive look? Thames back in the game. Kraina, Medford, Madsen. Thames. Kraina, good pass, and this time Madsen makes the slam. Coming in on the blind side along the baseline. Great pass from the Croatian to the Finnish player. Madsen up to 12 points. Kick, extra pass inside. Shermandini goes one way, then the other. And it's a travel. VEF Riga did just enough. Shermandini had a chance when he first caught the ball. Let's look at this extra pass and the left-handed dunk over the top. Madsen throws it down. Before the defense can settle after the first pass, ball was immediately shared and Madsen gets the score. 5-point lead for VEF Riga. Thames attacked, and yet again Madsen delivers at the hoop, and he loves it and lets out a shriek of excitement. Timeout Tenerife, and this is why. Extra pass, and Madsen yet again along the baseline, almost identical play to the last one, and Tenerife hadn't learned. And Kraina loving it just as much as his teammate. Timeout Tenerife. Bench points. Tenerife 35 points from the bench. They had a 10-point edge on that coming into this game, and it's just massive the talent they can bring off their bench. But they're down in this game. But it just shows how tough it is to win in the Basketball Champions League. This is reasons why Madsen has had a big game. And they go to him once, and they go to him a second time. Left hand finish the first time, two-handed finish the second. And the 24-year-old, 2'7" Finn player, Finnish international. Really delivering when his team most needs it. Now can they be composed? They're staying up the floor. Just slow Tenerife down. Lead by 7. Good play initially by the double team, but then Medford wasn't able to get across to help the helpers. And Diaz with the score. This is going to be intriguing. Last 1 minute 35 and more if we need overtime. Kraina with the screen. Medford still looking for an opening. Excuse me, Thames. Xavier Thames just can't get the floater. Got himself into a good position, but was short on the shot. Hurtas. Good defense by Kurtz. Screen by Shermandini, but Hurtas gets open. as Kuric tried to chase him off the screen. Medford. Hurtas just 2 of 10 from the field, but that was a big shot. Medford having to kick it out. Extra pass. Euro step just short by Madsen, and now from being 7 down, Tenerife can tie the game with a 3. They throw it inside. Good defense, almost. By VEF Riga. Shermandini's such a target for Tenerife. Kristaps Medis coming back in. Medford out. 3-point game. VEF Riga, 7th in the 8-team group. Group C, game day 6. Tenerife unbeaten. They are 3 down, but they had to make a big 3 last week to get past Gaziantep. Just won that by 2. Tasu Salim with a big 3 late on. Are they going to have to do the same to get past VEF Riga? Or can VEF Riga provide some magic of their own? They're going to have to make some big shots. Just 36.9 seconds remaining. Spectacular game here in Riga. They get the ball in. They attack the closeout. And the throwdown by Gabriel Lundberg. All the way to the hoop. They played for the 3, but they didn't play for the dunk. Madsen got burnt on the closeout and no help came. And it's a big time throwdown. And now VEF Riga have a big time timeout to deliver. Coach Giannis Gaelitis with some important words for his team. Let's listen in. So first decision, are they going to advance it? As the band is playing here at the Riga Arena, they're loving this. VEF Riga, 1-point advantage. Just 35 seconds remaining, so plenty of time. VEF Riga inbounding it from the end line, so full court pressure. But they get the full 24. There's a slip there by Medford, who gets the ball. He's double teamed immediately. Throws to the open player. Good job by Madsen. And they just force the pass right over the top. Madsen just could have held the ball. Didn't need to make that pass. The press just put the pressure on Madsen, who threw the ball away. And all the good work he's done. He just makes a big mistake there. Tenerife timeout. Game leaders for Tenerife, Lundberg with 12, and the big dunk, Diaz 9 rebounds, Hurtas 6 assists. So Diaz and Hurtas at the top of the rebounds and assists yet again for their team. So now Tenerife will inbound the ball where Madsen threw it out. They have so many options, so many motion options. Pick and roll with player rolling to the basket, but then the option to throw it back out for the three. Madsen must be feeling frustrated, but he's got to put that behind him. He's got to get his head up, I'm sure he will, and play this next possession. It wasn't going to be easy beating Tenerife, and it certainly is proving that way. They're going to have to do it again. Here we go, if they want to win and give Tenerife their first defeat. They had a foul to give VEF Riga. That's smart play. In fact, they have another one as well. They can foul in the correct manner before Tenerife attempt a shot. 16 seconds remaining. 1 point lead for the host, VEF Riga. And another foul. So, 13.6 seconds remaining. Both teams, in effect, are in team fouls now. Next foul, the opposition go to the line, whether it's a shooting foul or not. Medford back in. What can he conjure up for VEF Riga? They've just got to concentrate. Tenerife need to execute. And now Hertas kicks it back up. Wide open three is good for Lundberg yet again. Gabriel Lundberg. The defense was drawn, kick back out. Lundberg for three, nothing but net. And he loves it. Tenerife love it. Heartbreak for VEF Riga. That's why they're unbeaten. That's why they're the former champions of this great competition, the inaugural champions. And now, Gabriel Lundberg, the 24-year-old Danish player, knocks down a wide open three. There's Madsen at the lead, at the forefront of rebounds and points, but how costly is that turnover going to be? When he wasn't under pressure and he tried to pass cross court. That's why Tenerife are doing so well in this competition. They're 5-4 in Spain. Had the blip of the loss at home, but that's at the weekend at home. But look at this. Dragged all the defense in. No one stayed at home with Lundberg, and Hertas turns in midair, pitches the pass out. Gabriel Lundberg, Danish international, knocks down the shot. So now, it's the first time that VEF Riga have been behind, and we are seconds away from the end of the game. 4.1 seconds. They still have time. They need to get the ball in, and they've thrown it away from inbound to inbound, sideline to sideline. It's almost the same pass that Madsen had thrown before. It's such a tough pass to go from one side of the court to the other. Somehow they could have made a shorter pass or set a screen to get Medford coming towards the ball. They've got to foul, and Tenerife are within seconds of yet another win, this time in Riga, Latvia, and VEF Riga have just been their own downfall. They've caused their own downfall. They've played so hard and so well for so long in this game. But our two costly turnovers right at the end of the game, two errant passes that were too high for the intended recipient, going to be their final undoing. Referees are looking to see if the latest foul by VEF Riga was unsportsmanlike. The grab by Medford, he's desperately trying to foul, Madsen. Again, to be very harsh, I feel, if, in my opinion, in fact, there's a second grab there as well by Medford. I Let's just watch this closely. 1, 2 on the arm. That's not a play on the ball, and that, I would think, if the previous one was given as unsportsmanlike, so will this. I'm afraid for VEF Riga, it's all gone wrong right at the end of the game. Tenerife will have free throws and possession. There's 1.3 seconds remaining. And frustration for coach Gaelitas. So many good things were done by his team tonight. But in the end, they're going to be beaten by Iberostar Tenerife and Huertas knocking the shots down, and a very pensive looking Leicester Medford. Huertas up to 6 points, 7 assists. And now Tenerife just got to get the ball in. A 4-point lead, 2-possession game. And they do get the ball in. Salin takes the shot on the catch. And Tenerife have come from behind. VEF Riga, heartbreak for them. They were so close to a massive victory against the Group C leaders. It's not meant to be. VEF Riga 64, Iberostar Tenerife 68. Just a great effort by the host team. Shermandini and Kraina, they've had some battles tonight underneath the hoop, but Huertas with that drive into the middle of the key and the turnaround kick pass out to the waiting Lundberg at the top, who just knocked it down. A stunned Riga Arena in Latvia as Tenerife show why they're former champions, Final Four team last season, and maybe yet again with the squad they've put together be contenders again for the Basketball Champions League title. And Lundberg getting the plaudits. He's had a big game throughout, and he puts the icing on the cake for Tenerife. Here's the game statistics. Tenerife 21% from 3, 56% from 2, but it's the volume of their shots as well that gets the job done. 40 rebounds, 11 offensive, 22 assists for Tenerife, none bigger than the assist from Huertas to Lundberg at the end. And there's Matus Kurats walking off, head down, but he's got to keep his head up. He's got to just take it on the chin. It's a steep learning curve. As we look at the top scorers, 14, 12, 11 for Madsen, Medford and Medis. And Lundberg leading the way for Tenerife with 15 points, 10 for Daniel Diaz, 10 for Atkins, 6 for Huertas, 8 for Shermandini. So Iberostar Tenerife get it done in the end, but it was a long road back for them. They were as many as 15 or 16 down. They never led in the game right until the end. Madsen nearly got the job done for them with 2 big dunks and some other good play from VEF Riga, but Tenerife wouldn't go away and they just kept knocking big shots down. That one from Lundberg. And then Shermandini, when things started to unravel, Shermandini came in, just got inside possession, and Huertas with his head up, finding the Georgian giant. And then Madsen, 2 baseline dunks, but the kick out from Diaz, who'd already given him 1 assist. Shermandini gave him another, this time from behind the 3-point line, and Coach Gaelitas showing his frustration. But it's tough at the top, and there's the left-hand dunk. Beautiful pass from Kraina. And then the penetration and dish to Madsen again, and he threw it down two-handed this time. And they must have believed at that point that they could get it done. Iberostar Tenerife, this time by Diaz, just kept coming. And Huertas knocking down a couple of big shots. That one. And Lundberg with a massive throwdown. Madsen came out on the closeout for 3. And then the biggest assist of the night. Turnaround in midair, passes out to Lundberg with a massive 3, wide open. That was clever too as well. with the shimmy and shake from Hertas to get Medford going left, and he went right. All the help came, and Iberostar Tenerife stay perfect here in Riga, Latvia tonight. And here is the Group C standings after this game. More games coming today and tomorrow. Iberostar Tenerife back to the top, the only unbeaten team in this group, and VEF Riga for the moment up to 6th. They're 1-5. Iberostar Tenerife 6-0. I hope you've enjoyed this evening's coverage. I've certainly enjoyed bringing this game to you from Riga in Latvia. Heartbreak for VEF Riga. Iberostar Tenerife still unbeaten. My name's Graham Hiscott. Good night for now, but do stay tuned for Basketball Champions League action on livebasketball.tv.